Hello everyone, my name is Kiana, aka Kiana211, and I'll be doing the book tag for you guys, as you can tell by the title of this video. So there are different variations of the book tag, and this one in particular I found online, and it's created by BethJune327. I'll put the website down below if you're interested in doing this yourself, and also in the description box below I'll put the questions just to make it easier. If you see me looking down at all, it's because I have my laptop in front of me and that's where the questions are, so just bear with me on that. So without further ado, let's get started. Question number 1. Do you have a certain place at home for reading? I read in my bedroom on my bed right here, but I can read anywhere in the house if I really had to, but my room is the number one place where I would read. Question number 2. Bookmark or a random piece of paper? I just usually use what's around me, whether it's a piece of paper, a bookmark, or a random object. For example, the most recent book that I got was Ico Castle in the Mist by Miyoki Miyabe, and I'm using a bookmark. But for this manga that I'm reading, which is Doubt by Yoshiki Tonegi, I'm actually using an SD card that I had laying around. So yeah, I just usually use anything for bookmarks. It doesn't matter to me. As long as it can bookmark my place, then it's all good. Question number 3. Can you stop reading anytime you want, or do you have to stop at a certain page, chapter, part, etc.? This may be because when I was younger, I would get mixed up on what pages and what parts of the page I was on, and I didn't like reading back when I didn't know what place I was on, so this may have something to do with it. But I usually like to stop at the beginning of a new chapter, or at the very least at the bottom of the page with a period, so I know exactly kind of where I am when I go to pick up the book and read it next time. So what I'll normally do is I'll pick up my book. So for example, for my Ico book, I think it's in parts for each chapter, and I'm on part 3. So I would just flip through the pages and see what the next part or chapter was. So for me, the next one would be on page 37 and on page 24. So I would usually just read like this. I would go through the pages. If I want to keep reading, I keep reading. But if I don't, then I'll just stop at the next part or chapter. Question number 4. Do you eat or drink while reading? That's actually a good question because I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember really a specific time where I drank or ate something while I was reading. Drinking possibly, but not really eating. If I do, it's very rare. Question 5. Can you read while listening to music / watching TV? I can have it in the background as background noise, but if I'm trying to concentrate on 2 things at once, I'll probably most likely end up missing something in the book and have to go reread it over again. So I can as background noise, but maybe not as much if I'm trying to focus on more than one thing at a time. So I'm guessing it means background noise, so I'm gonna go with a yes. Question 6. One book at a time or several at once? So as you can tell by a few questions back, I already have 2 books that I'm reading, but on my bookshelf when I counted it, because I was kind of interested in how many books I had bookmarks in that I still need to finish. And I think it was about 11 to 14 books, so I'm going to have to go with several at once. Question 7. Reading at home or everywhere? I can read anywhere, like say if I go to the cottage or from outside, I can read, but I guess I prefer reading at home in my room, or at least somewhere where I can concentrate on the book by myself. Question 8. Reading out loud or silently reading in your head? I would have to go with silently in my head, but if it's a part or a sentence that I don't really understand, I will go back and reread it to myself. But I will go silently in my head, or like melding the words. Sometimes I do that. Question 9. Do you read ahead or skip pages? As I mentioned previously, I only skip ahead just to see when the next chapter is. But for mangas, it's kind of hard to skip through the pages and not really spoil anything for yourself. So when I try to find the next part of the manga, I try really hard not to look at the pages for spoiler reasons. But yes, that's the only reason why I skip pages in books. I don't read ahead, I don't read the last pages like some people may do, but I might read ahead like if if it's a new book, I might just open a random page just to see if it would get interesting. But I really do that anymore. Well, kind of. But that's the only way I'll read ahead. But if it's a book that I bought and I'm really interested in, I'm not going to read ahead because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. Question 10. Breaking the spine or keeping it new? I guess trying to keep it as good of a condition as possible. But if the spine ends up breaking for whatever reason, like if it's a really thick book, like I have Inkheart right there at Inkspell, which is a pretty thick book, and reading it, and if it ends up breaking the spine because of the weight while reading it, I guess it wouldn't bother me too much. But yeah, I guess trying to keep it as in good of a condition as possible, but if not, it's not going to be that big of a deal for me. As long as I can still read it, that's all that basically matters. And question 11. Do you write in books? Unless it's something like the Pointless book or the Wreck-It journal, I won't write it. If it doesn't tell me to write in the book, I'm not going to write in the book. So no, I do not write in books unless the book made for that. So that was all the questions in the book tag. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help a lot. If you want me to know if I want to make more videos, hit that subscribe button down below. And also in the comment section down below, let me know what you would like to see me make a video of for the next time. And leave in the comment section down below what book you're currently reading, what was the last book you read, and maybe what book you're even looking forward to in the future. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day and night wherever you guys are in the world. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!